Um, for me, I would say I would ask Polo, who is Fran Drescher's character. Her name's Polo Habel. Habel plays JT Walsh's wife. I would ask her, what is the deal with your husband and Gretchen, who is Terry Hatcher's character? Because if you notice, when he comes over to introduce Terry Hatcher's character to Nick. Uh, Fran Dresser just kind of like she like turns does this profile thing, and she is pissed about something. I want to know more about that. And then she pulls, but see, then the odd part is then she pulls the girlfriend away, who is, oh shoot, what's her name? Her name's Emily Longstreet. What's the girlfriend's name? Susan.
Uh, yeah,
Susan.
yeah.
Yeah. So she pulls Susan away. So it's like, okay, if there's some kind of uneasiness that you have between your husband and Gretchen, why would you open up the door for Nick to have the same issue, or the Susan character to have the same issue? Are you just trying to bring everybody down to the dumps where you are?
That's a
Or
good point.
like what's the purpose of that? But I
Okay.
didn't see that on the first take. I only saw it on the second view, where I was kind of paying a little bit more attention to these secondary characters. But,
Okay.
all right. Good. So let's move on. We're on question number 6. Did you learn anything from this movie? And if you did, what was it? Do you want me to go first, since you went first last time? Or
What?
wait, who went first last time?
I can't recall.
Okay.
I can't recall.
You go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. So, did I learn anything from this movie? Um, I really didn't learn anything per se. As far as behind the scenes things go, I've read a lot of books about it and seen several movies. I watched another movie, behind the scenes, Hollywood type movie called The Player last week as well. That's more of a serious picture than this one, but it had to deal with a lot of behind the scenes, with producing movies and such as well. So I don't think I would have that I've learned anything per se, but I would say that I would like to know how this film, what happens after the credits roll. Did Nick continue to have a career? Did he decide to go to Hollywood? Back to Ohio, not Hollywood, back to Ohio. Is he, at one point in the film, there's like I think he's at a restaurant, and the manager's like reading off, his application, and he's like, yeah, we've got, I forget exactly what he says, but he's basically says, we have a lot of these applications. You might start here, who knows when, there's so
He
many.
said, my busboy is a director.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what it says. My busboy, and that's a good line.
Yeah.
Because how many, like how many people, especially in Hollywood, they're a director, they're a producer, they're an actor, they're a screenwriter, but they make their money doing other things.
They have a day job.
Yes, which we fall into that category as well.
Exactly. As non-Hollywooders.
Right. So when that occurred, I did kind of I felt for Nick, because I understood Nick's position in a way. I never had been at the height that Nick had been, giving this opportunity, but I felt bad that Nick had went out there with these aspirations and this dream, and then I'm not sure how much time had passed, but a significant amount of time had passed, and here he is now trying to work as a waiter, doing these odd jobs. He was like a delivery man, things like that's how he runs back into Susan. I think he's like delivering something.
Yeah.
So I guess you could say never give up would be something to learn, but that's pretty much if you're not going to if you're going to give up, then Hollywood or the movie business isn't for you anyway. So